Got something on your mind, dude? Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man, that's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact. Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career. You're very sure of that, are you? My. You must be very learned and experienced to know so many things. At any rate, I was still a Padawan at the time. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade. Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day Well, that was the day I met my wife. You know another way to get a wife? But yes, that's when I met her. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that. No, they were not. Having fled the birth world of my species, my parents flew as far and wide as they could. And so I was raised alone, knowing of my birthplace only the few stories my parents could tell, and seeing no other member of my species at all. It all comes back to wars and fighting. The curse of your race, it seems. In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds. Kathir was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran. They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed. We were not members of the Republic. Kathir was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard. No, it is not. But they had little choice. Each of us dealt with it in our own way. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die. Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her. When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day. She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris. They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians. The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream. I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Tatooine, and we both know what has happened since then. I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
do you need? Talk about what? The only thing I want to do right now is find Dustle. If he's alive, there's just nothing else I want to think about. I'll understand if we can't look for him right now, but if we could, it would be a huge load off my mind.
How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. Should we have the opportunity, I would like to find her on Tatooine. There's only one small colony there. It should not be difficult. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Skronki to pacnemo, chi ita kanki channa kilikon. Kinba muli radwana ji, kinba noku nixet abog.
Nasz Efraels, enerda lestia. Esrekan de kastanevon, en daar is de reisjeur. Stoffen armen meer.
Chua Penki, Yun Patisa, Ichuba Jikutka Naga, Kingbu Mwa Mulira Dwana, Kingba Nikcha Lora Kun.
Itimba na differential, Jennifer Makarfa.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna muri ra, tangi wama jikona, tonkit pa nonku nek abog ki muri ra kun kin, ต้องฮิตวามาอักอิงโกตุเนกีมูลิราคุณคิงต้องฮิตวามาอักอิงโกตุเนอิจุตายุนปฏิสากิงบานิกจาลอราคุณต้องฮิตวามาจียุมันอักอิงกตุเนจนมูลิราต้องปาอากัดอิงตุตุเนจีโนมูลิรานิบิโบต้องกิงบานคุณเน็กซักตาฮุปาดาเทนยาจีจูจูพิตีชีวิไอตากาทองจิจาอากีอิงโกตุเนชุนามูลิราต้องฮิตวามาจีคนนาต้องคิดปานคุณเน็กอาบกกีมูลิราคุณคิงต้องฮิตวามาอักอิงโกตุเนกีมูลิราคุณคิงต้องฮิตวามาอักอิงโกตุเน
suspect it, yes. Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Got something on your mind, do you? Well, unless you're one of the local species and end up being slaughtered or enslaved, Tatooine's a nice enough desert. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going. I don't want to talk about that. Maybe, but I doubt it. I'm made stubborn that way.
Yeah, what do you want? Tatooine is one big desert, with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. Do you have anything else you want to ask? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by a bunch of worthless sand. I can't even figure out why Zerka Corp set up their mining operations here. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there anything else I can do for you? Okay, have it your way.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. That would be unfortunate. Zerka Corporation can't afford to extend credit. Everyone pays. That's the rule. I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world. You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
Reminds me of my old smuggling days. Nothing better than the old Jedi mind trick for getting past an overly curious customs officer.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? That's not much information. Could you tell me more? A star map? That's old holotech, isn't it? Not much reason to outfit this dry rock with tech like that. You could ask around, but for something like that, you'll probably have to go digging. I wouldn't know where to begin. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know. There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look. I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it. I can tell you more, I guess. It's not a big secret or anything. Just not good for business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company. Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place, but the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business. Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it. Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however. Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals. The site is quite old. From the look of it, it's been settled before. Zerka Corporation claimed it only a few decades ago. Some other corporation that went under, probably. Not a lot of records are kept about backwater places like this. The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animals than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate. The Jawas are scavengers, and a bit primitive. Hard to understand. They have an affinity for droids. Some of our scientists believe that they may not be native to the planet. But how they got here, they may not even know. As I said, they're hard to understand. They usually end up slaves to the Sand People. They aren't fighters. Good traders, though. Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it. It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them. As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Ready?
Huh?
We'll watch your ship like any other. The bay is safe. I've got orders to kill troublemakers. Keep walking.
Uchua penki, tang ituamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chi wak aita kanki, baba Hassan shan, no ba mulira tilai kunka, ki mulira kunkin, tong hitwama ak inkotune, achua penki, yun patisa, ki chuba jikutka naga, kingu mwa mulira dwana, kinba nikcha lora kun, baba Hassan shan, no ba mulira tilai kunka, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wama jikona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun mulira snimo poiwanga, tangi wamaji human act in ikatune, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wamaji kona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun mulira snimo poiwanga, tangi wamaji human act in ikatune, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wamaji kona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, baba Hassan shan, no ba mulira tilai kunka, baba Hassan shan, no ba mulira tilai kunka, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wamaji kona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun mulira snimo poiwanga, tangi wamaji human act in ikatune, ki mulira kun kin, tong hitwama ag inko tune, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun mulira snimo poiwanga, tangi wamaji human act in ikatune, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wamaji kona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun mulira snimo poiwanga, tangi wamaji human act in ikatune, baba Hassan shan, no ba mulira tilai kunka, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna mulira, tangi wamaji kona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, ki mulira kun kin, tong hitwama ag inko tune, Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga yakfuli ko kala Gigi!
We don't get much trouble. People die in the desert, not here. The landing bay is lined with auto guns to keep it safe. Understand?
Papuelta, Colo Dus Ivan Rebut, Ikel Irimo. Udasta Shelfa, Usta Kel Chief, Colo Dusta. Papuelta, Colo Dus Ivan Rebut, Ikel Irimo. Papuelta, Colo Dus Ivan Rebut, Ikel Irimo. Dustadan Gelfa, Hoi Sidan Gelfa. Uden Tooth Black Van Nibble Gelfa, Hoi Sidan Gelfa, Badinogan Gelfa. Papuelta, Colo Dus Ivan Rebut, Ikel Irimo.
Business is up a little, so leave me to my work. Business is up a little, so leave me to my work.
Ubapatu Kochi, Tom Nongbong Shang Yung Yang, Tom Specteria.
Zerka is claiming that their operation on Kashyyyk has become too costly to maintain. Sounds like a cover-up to me. Zerka is claiming that their operation... I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Terrace.
La boda ni winki smack toma, wana kun best chingpa marulira, tok chingbang non kik, tok ninja mira raves.
Zerka is claiming that their operation on Kashyyyk has become too costly to maintain. Sounds like a cover-up.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. It's so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you help after? I'll try to answer what I can. We spent everything on my husband's hunting gear. We hoped that the sport would support us. We hoped. Whoever killed him took everything. All I have left is this desert raid plate. We thought we were so lucky when he brought it home. If I could sell it, the kids and I could get out of here. Maybe buy a passage to Coruscant? I don't know. Will you help after? I'll try to answer what I can. I still can't believe he's gone. What do you want to know? His name was Ward Fizark. He used to work in the mines, but they scaled back last year. He was new to hunting, but he was a good fighter. Used to be a soldier. We spent everything on his gear. After a few trips, he didn't come back. Guards say a sandcrawler crew found his body stripped of everything. Nobody saw anything, and most of the other hunters never even knew him. He had just started. I don't trust any of them. But those Gamorreans, they just laugh when they see me. I think they did it. It doesn't matter. There's no justice on Tatooine. I don't care what happens to them. I just need credits.
No justice. Makes you wonder sometimes if the Republic even exists at all out here.
I've got to think about my family, not those vicious pigs. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. $700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
Glad to see we're still the good guys here. Sometimes I think we forget that.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
checo pa. Gino mulera king paija, kislimo po duama. Mucho shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Tolpa da pongwale kanduna guchuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya. Bonanay kuchu. Hawaga boska chokola. Mucha shag panga. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Kachikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno bamulera chikun. Slimo podona. Rundi hodunga kun kabe. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Mucha shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Ako pa, checo pa. Gino mulera king paija, kislimo po duama. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Mucha shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Mucha shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Mucha shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Mucha shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Mucha shak pakat. Kieno no dama paole rachikun. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea. Jedo badawana ni dibobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukas magdalea.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt desert raid. I don't babysit. Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out bantha paths, but thanks all the same. My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays? If I knew the best place, why would I tell anyone? It would be worth too much to me to let it get out. It doesn't matter anyway. This season has been dry for me, as it has for almost everyone. Perhaps someone else is holding out, but there's simply fewer raid out there. It used to be a one-on-one test, hunter against hunted. Now people just want the credits. I could stomach maybe a pair or a team of hunters, but some now use battle droids. Where's the sport in that? That's not for me to say. I won't be a troublemaker in so small a community. You'll see. Hunt, and you will see. I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only been hunting here for 5 years. I've much to learn yet. There are hunters that go after the big kills, the crate dragons. I don't know how they do it. I never even see the things. Komad is the one I respect, but I also trust that the only difference between us is experience. I will learn. I don't go telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them. One word, though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey. Just watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there. If that's what you want, I'm not sure what you hope to get out of me, though. You'll have to ask around. Komad Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though. Good hunting.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Dubo, Tonkin Ba, Noku Netsak. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chunamuri Ra, Tangi Wama Jikona, Tonki Pa Nonku Nek Abog, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha Na, Jupornibo, Kun Muri Ra Slimo Poiwanga, Tangi Wama Ji, Human Act in Ikatune. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chunamuri Ra, Tangi Wama Jikona, Tonki Pa Nonku Nek Abog, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha Na, Jupornibo, Kun Muri Ra Slimo Poiwanga, Tangi Wama Ji, Human Act in Ikatune. Baba Hassan Shan, Noba Muri Ra Jilai Kuka. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chunamuri Ra, Tangi Wama Jikona, Tonki Pa Nonku Nek Abog, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha Na, Jupornibo, Kun Muri Ra Slimo Poiwanga, Tangi Wama Ji, Human Act in Ikatune. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chunamuri Ra, Tangi Wama Jikona, Tonki Pa Nonku Nek Abog, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha Na, Jupornibo, Kun Muri Ra Slimo Poiwanga, Tangi Wama Ji, Human Act in Ikatune. Baba Hassan Shan, Noba Muri Ra Jilai Kuka.
There's only one language you Gamorreans ever understand, a blaster to your forehead.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it? Well, of course, darling. Whatever Tanis Ven can do. You know, very few human females come to Tatooine.
Hey, you talk to her with a bit of respect in your voice, or you'll end this conversation minus a few teeth. Got it?
Hey, let's calm down, shall we? No offense was meant. You just go ahead and ask your questions. Sure you do. Tanis can tell you all about the thrill of the hunt. Man versus beast. It's all very exciting. What, specifically, would you like me to cover? Well, the wife doesn't really take much of an interest in my work. Not like you. Now, you have questions? There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy. I'm more the practical type, beautiful. I keep myself fed and make sure everything I have is taken care of. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds, too. I suppose, but so what? When that resource goes belly up, I'll just move on. I'm just a wandering spirit, I guess. I'm not real popular with the others, but they just fool themselves. They're in it for the credits, too. Too long, but it beats smuggling. You ever run into a Sith dreadnought in the desert? No, you haven't. Hell, I married her. No, seriously now. I had this friend that crossed Sith space and got stripped of everything. It's not like I have much now, I guess, but I still prefer sand people to getting ambushed on unproven trade routes. Uptight and cold, like my wife. They don't like me streamlining the hunt with droids. I don't fit in, but I don't let it bug me. You know how it is, you don't take any backtalk either. I heard about you and Gurk. I should have you deal with my wife. Dorak is reasonable. Komad is a pain, but he keeps his distance. I can tell he doesn't like me much. Ask around the lodge if you want information about the other guys. I don't really talk to them much. Fine, whatever you want. Well, darling, old Tanis might be just what you need. Unless you mean the dunes. I suppose only the sand people really know them. I'm sure I can help you. Ask away. Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. They act like animals, but they can surprise you. I don't know. Pick a dune and walk. They'll get you soon enough. Smart traders. They've salvaged and sold me my own damaged droids once or twice. They don't say much I can understand. I think they're a little slow, but who am I to judge, huh? You hurry back any old time, darling. Any time.